MashaAllah, when it's high pitch, it echoes and it's really difficult. I know the topic today is the love of the Prophet ﷺ, and my text to you was not a question, it was more like an insert, so if you can insert this into the topic today, which Ibn Qayyim rahimahullah said, that anytime Allah praises somebody in the Quran, He's actually referring to their level of knowledge, and if they're cursing somebody or punishing somebody in the Quran, it's referring to somebody's ignorance. And I sent you that text in Arabic form. I was hoping if you can incorporate today's lecture, the love of the Prophet along with the level of the person's knowledge. For example, can we love the Prophet if we don't have the knowledge of the deen, if we don't have the knowledge of his sunnah? Can we love him if we don't follow his instructions? It is true that it's an affair of the heart, but if we are not doing what we're supposed to, is that the reflection of the heart, the true love?
You're asking a question, you know the answer.
No, I know, but I was hoping if you can incorporate that into the lecture, so it can drill into.
Do you understand the question?
Yes.
Until when did you?
I understand what he's asking you. The bottom line is, can we truly love the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam without having the knowledge of who he is?
Without having the knowledge?
Yeah.
What kind of knowledge?
Seerah, for example, I'm assuming, brother, right?
Knowledge of his deen, knowledge of his sunnah, how to pray, how to stand, to close the gap, where to put the hands, how to do wudu, how to do dhikr, how to fast, how to break fast. You know.
So does those things you think? Let me ask you this because I need to get the full scope of what you're saying. Does that mean in your mind what you're saying is that if I close the gap, I make brush my teeth and I put perfume or whatever, does that mean this is the sunnah? What you're saying is if I do the sunnah, that means I love the Prophet. If I don't do the sunnah, I don't.
No, actually, my question is kind of similar, but it's different. Can I claim that I love the Prophet if I'm not following his sunnah, his instructions?
Yes.
How? How can you claim that you love your father if you don't listen to him?
As a matter of fact, it's a big part of my study to focus on this particular point. To focus on this particular point. I don't know if I should start with it or not, but a lot of people, they claim that you put it in a more plain language. Okay? Some people claim, maybe Brother Murad will do the same thing, because I know he's a very strict person. If I make ma'asiyah, put it this way, if I make ma'asiyah, that means I don't love the Prophet. Make sense?
Makes sense.
Make sense? Make sense? And they always told us, إِنَّ الْمُحِبَّ لِمَنْ يُحِبُّ مُطِيعٌ. If you truly love the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, tamam? If you love the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, then you will obey the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Is this true?
Yeah, we have some accident in history when the man he was drinking alcohol. The man the man who was drinking alcohol, remember? And he was brought to be lashed. So the Sahaba start cursing him. And Sayyidina Muhammad said, stop. He is a man who loves Allah and His Messenger.
That's my point. This is my proof. You got that? If you make mistakes, if you make ma'asiyah, it doesn't mean that you don't love the Prophet.
My question has nothing to do with ma'asiyah. My question is not about committing sin. We all make sin. We're children of Adam. We're born to be sinners. My question is our refusal, our lack of ability to take the time to learn what to do, and whatever we're doing is out of ignorance or lack of knowledge. That's my question.
Yes.
Committing sin is one thing.
I took you a step further than that. Which I meant is, which one is worse? Doing marcia or leaving the sunnah out?
It's not about the sunnah, Abu Najm. It's a lifestyle. A lifestyle of a
Can I ask you, I know where the brother, I think, where he's coming from. Remember when you were teaching us Aqidah, the classes for Aqidah, you told us that Aqidah is based on La ilaha illallah, followed by ittiba' Muhammad Rasulullah. So the question is, if I don't take individually me, if I don't take the time to understand what that ittiba' means, that following, what does it mean? How can I claim that I love the Prophet? Not necessarily I'm committing sin, not necessarily I don't know, is that the effort I'm putting in knowing this noble man's life to love him, because so many of us say we love him and we fight for him, but do we really love him?
That means we need to differentiate between believing inside and acting on that belief. I cannot be a believer until I believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and I believe in the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and I must believe in the faculty or the position of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. I believe, but along the way, if I made some violation, the violation I'm trying to illustrate here, because it's a very strong point, the violation does not mean I don't believe.
Correct.
You see?
Yeah.
It's true that I believe that Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa anna Muhammad Rasulullah. I love the Prophet. I must obey him. I must do what is obligatory of me to do, and I must I must adopt to the do's and don'ts of the Sharia. But if I fall short of any of the scholars said it doesn't mean that I do not believe. It means to some of the scholars, like Imam Ibn Hajar, radiallahu anhu, when he talked about this in Sharh al-Bukhari, in Fath al-Bari, Sharh Sahih al-Bukhari, he said, you will fall short out of being in a high degree of Iman. But we do not strip you out of Iman. You see? And exactly the core of this, the hadith that the sister had brought, Abdullah ibn Himar, radiallahu anhu, he used to be a drunk person. Drunk. He used to drink all the time. He's alcoholic. They used to see him in the street of the Medina, laying down there, drunk. They bring him to the masjid, to the Prophet ﷺ, and the Prophet ﷺ will whip him 40 times, with anything. And then they used to whip him with the branch of a palm tree, they call it jarida. That's the name of it. Used to whip him with anything. You don't have to beat him up, make a mark on his skin. No, it's to reprimand him, And this is another thing we do with our children, that we beat them up as we are revenging from them. Beating your children is not to revenge from him. It's to reprimand him, to make him remember, to stick into his mind. It's not to abuse him. So one of the guys, when the Prophet ﷺ was beating him up, he said, لَعَنَهُ اللَّهُ مَا أَكْثَرَ مَا يُؤْتَى بِهِ. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala condemn him, because, every other day he's there. We bring him too many times. غَضِبَ رَسُولُ اللَّهِ. The Prophet ﷺ was mad. He said, لَا تَلْعَنْهُ. Do not curse him. He loves Allah and the Prophet. So the scholar took this hadith and we really elaborate on it too much. I can love the Prophet, but I have weaknesses. I'm a human being. I have weaknesses. And those weaknesses sometimes they overtake me, and then I will make a mistake. But doesn't mean that I don't love Allah and the Prophet. Now, having said this, let me give you the other picture. Making the mistake because you hate what the Prophet had ordered you, it's totally different ball game. You see, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told us that the kuffar became kuffar. Why? ذلك بأنهم كرهوا ما أنزل الله. كرهوا ما أنزل الله. تمام؟ فأحبط أعمالهم. They hate what Allah had revealed in terms of Sharia. I hate the hijab. I hate being strict. I hate to wake up for Fajr and pray. I hate to make ablution. I hate not to cheat. I hate whatever the order of Allah, I hate. This is kufr. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala called it kufr and this one. So there is a difference between when I'm making a mistake because I am weak and I love Allah and the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. I love the Sharia. That's one thing. Or I'm making ma'asiyah because I hate. You see, this is the difference here. So, back to you if so when I am doing a mistake, making a mistake, it could be two parts. Part one, I could be ignorant. Part two, I could be knowledgeable and weak. Part three, I could be knowledgeable and hate the Sharia. The first one is kufr. The second one is not. Okay? And then the first one, you will be, according to some of the scholars, we have this statement in the Fiqh, he said, يُعْذَرُ بِجَهْلِهِ. You're making a mistake. You don't know it's a mistake. يُعْذَرُ بِجَهْلِهِ. He will be pardoned because of his ignorance. But some of the scholars said, this word يُعْذَرُ بِجَهْلِهِ, he will be pardoned because of his ignorance. You will be pardoned because of your ignorance. This is only taken to certain places, but does not take it to other places. Like somebody prayed without wudu. He didn't know that I should make wudu in order for me to pray. This one here is not applicable. You have not prayed. You must make wudu in order for you to pray. Somebody made salah without sujood. You cannot. You have no salah. So there are certain situations. I'm giving you a very clear example, maybe silly example, to make the idea clear. So, يُعْذَرُ بِجَهْلِهِ, there are places that can be acceptable, and there are places, and most of it is not acceptable. Okay? You want to elaborate?
Well,
I make it simple.
I'm going to make it simple. I'm going to give you an example. For example, we have many of celebrations at ICKs, many of the events. For example, this morning, the event was to have a halaqah of Khatm al-Quran, followed by breakfast. Something I know for a fact that was never done during the Prophet. For that, 50 people show up. But if you have a class to teach the seerah for an hour, nobody shows up, maybe 10%. If you are part of that kind of mentality, if you're part of that kind of a crowd, how can you also claim that you love Allah and His Prophet, and the Quran and Sunnah? This is where I have my conflict.
I mean, she said that in the earlier
I've said it like in 6 different forms.
The scholar, Jazakumullah khair. I'm talking about the scholar, I'm talking about the Imam of the scholar, Imam Ahmad bin Hanbal. Imam Ahmad bin Hanbal, radiallahu anhu, he wrote many messages and he gave many messages. Some of them is what you're talking about. I can be very hardliner and stiff. This is the Sunnah, and then I can claim from another guy, the Sunnah Tifili. We have those people. They said this is the Sunnah. sunnah of the Prophet. Whoever avoid that sunnah or deviate out of that sunnah is out of Islam. Imam Ahmad radiallahu anhu, and followed by an army of scholars. They said those people are dead wrong. Dead. This is not the way you make da'wah to Allah. This is not the way of Islam. This is not the sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ. The sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ is to have love, compassion, and care. A guy came to the masjid and he took his clothes off and he beat right there in the masjid, and the Prophet ﷺ was sitting there. The Sahaba, everybody liked Wasi', mashallah, when I jumped up and beat the heck out of him. What did the Prophet ﷺ say?
Let him finish.
Huh?
Let him finish.
No?
He said, stop.
He didn't say let him finish. He said a very strong word. We don't understand the implication of it. You are a doctor, you should understand. He said, لا تزرموه. What does that mean? What does لا تزرموه mean? Do not bother him where he cannot finish releasing himself. In other words, he's urinating. Do not interrupt him because that's unhealthy. Let him finish. Don't interrupt him. Don't scare him when he's going to hold the rest of it back. It is not good. لا تزرموه. Leave him alone. And then when he's finished, he finished. He said, took the rubber man and threw it on him. Take a bucket of water and throw it. And then the guy came. The guy did not run. He came. He said, this masjid is only for salah. It is not for any of this. You see? And there are other narrations, the guy said something and the Prophet told him this and that. But anyway, it was all over compassion. So people will make mistakes. So when people make a mistake, I should be wise enough, to handle the situation. Can I tell you something beside the whole thing? We had a masjid when I was a little young boy in Syria. If we go to that masjid and there was one certain man there, we would be scared to go to the masjid. We'll go back. We come late for the salah because we were waiting for people to come, for us to see. Because there was a guy, very black beard, his eyes are inside and he has a hairy one, and he used to look at us as if he wanted to eat us. Wallahi, literally. We used to tell the boys, don't be there by yourself, you might hold down that guy. He will not eat you. We're scared. He never seen him smile. He was never smiling, he was never kind. Always like to attack you. Why? Because he is strict Muslim. This is not Islam, ya Habibi. It is not. The Prophet ﷺ was Bassam al-Muhayya. The Prophet ﷺ, if you look at him, he was laughing, but he's not laughing. He's having a very nice smile that will put cheerful inside of your heart. He will talk to somebody so nice. A lady will come to the masjid, a little bit crazy. She will come to the masjid and she will hold the Prophet ﷺ and she will pull him. That's the Prophet. That's the President. That's the leader. That's, Sayyid Waladi Adam. A crazy woman comes and hold them and pull him. And what does he do? Abu Bakr take care of her? Umar take care of her? Somebody, no. He will get up and go. What does she do? She takes the Prophet ﷺ where she walked with him in some of the roads of the Medina. And he will go. Sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Wallahi, it will put tears in my eyes when I hear the story. How nice, how compassionate, how lovable person he is. And then she will leave him. He will come back to the masjid. What happened? Islam is nice and easy. But if I want to come and say, هذه سنتي فمن رغب عن سنتي فليس مني, do you know what will happen? All of us will be involved. So what we're going to do